Good Cyber Monday. Hopefully this is on. Am I on? Hold on. I hope I'm on. I'm not very good at this. There we go. Hey ho. Hey dos. Got 28 people on. Hit the like button, people. Please, please. Jeff Baker. Good morning to you. Yay, Ben Phoenix, you're on. What's up? Ryan Ford. Brian Romska. Good old Brian Romska. He's consistent. Brian, you're consistent. Audio mic A-OK. Good morning. Good. I kind of had to rush this. I was doing some other stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I was actually checking this morning. There's actually some better deals for Cyber Monday than there was for Black Friday. Good morning, Spam Can. Cam. Good morning. Hey, James, you're welcome. And thank you for watching, my friend. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already, please. It helps out the channel quite a bit. Helps out the stream too. It's kind of last minute. Hey, there's Steve Zeidman. Good morning, Steve Zeidman. I'm enjoying a nice cup of coffee that isn't as strong as I usually like it to be. The problem is I rushed making coffee this morning, which generally I clean out everything just perfectly and make sure that no coffee grounds get stuck, but I didn't do a good enough job of cleaning out the grinder because the grinder is integrated into the coffee machine. And if you don't clean it every time, not enough grounds get through. So a little weak on the coffee. So not loving it, but we're going to have to make it through. D1N02, good morning to you, all the way from Holland. I'm really upset about it because I wanted a really potent cup of coffee, and it doesn't seem to be that way. Fort Myers, Juan. Y'all want to give a shout out? Where are you from? Where's everybody from this morning? I know where a few of you. All right, we got Liverpool, UK, Claudio. We have Holland. Sad Panda about the coffee. Good coffee is a must. Absolutely. Chris Farrell, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Bourbon adds flavor. Tampa Bay. Sure does. If I was a drinking man, I might consider it, but it is 10 o'clock in the morning. Florida man, CR. Toronto. All right, we got Canada in the house. Levi, Minnesota, baby. But it's nice and warm up there. Good evening from Gothenburg, Sweden. Good evening. Detroit area, Brian. Mike Perry is from Jersey. Nice. Minneapolis. We have two people from Minneapolis already? Or did I already say that? Yeah, two people. Rodney and Jeff. Huh. KC, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ohio. Hey, Billy. Good morning, my friend. What bit of UK? Love you, Billy. I've missed you. San Antonio, David. Barstow, California. Sunny South Florida. Thank you for all your help and for that, what you do on your channel from Tennessee. Thank you, Joe. It's like tea. It's like coffee-flavored tea. Oregon. Love it. Cold Springs, Minnesota. A lot of Minnesota folks in here. I love it. I have the Polk 600. Do I need to put the receiver on 4 ohm or 6 ohm? Good. I try it both ways. A lot of times they do the lower ohm rating and they cut the current. So actually 8 ohms, just try it both ways. But a lot of times with the 8 ohms, you're getting actually more current. So it's counterintuitive, but that's what I've heard. San Jose, California. South Fort Worth. What up? Lash. We're in the same neck of the woods. Farm Field, West Virginia. Been in many farm fields. Bakersfield, California. Yeah. Another Minneapolis. Good gravy. Coffee really hasn't set in yet. We got Detroit, Rock City, Bakersfield. I feel like I've said this already. Maybe not. UK on the Kent coast. What up, Paul? Cleveland, Ohio, Derby, UK. Man, I love my folks from the UK. You always are so well represented on these. Rochester, Tupper Lake, Philly, Denver, Colorado. Kevin Gardner's from New York. I know where you're at. I'm having a heck of a time blending a second sub into my home theater. I'm getting close. Hair pulling, but fun. Good for you. Daytona Beach, Florida. Greetings from Guadalajara, Mexico. What up, Costo? Ratkovich. Milwaukee. Ryan Ship. Most muscular pose right there. Wow. All right. Gotta get this one right. Toowoomba, Australia. Very nice. Henderson, Nevada. Will not claim Las Vegas. Okay. Ooh, feels about 80 degrees here in Clearwater Beach. I hate the heat. I am so glad. I'm actually annoyed that it's going to be in the 60s today. I like it chilly. Good morning from Pine Brook, New Jersey. Please review B1 Plus once you receive. Let us know how you feel after listening to them for a while. I'm not getting another pair, I don't think. Maybe. Speaking of which, all right. We're gonna go through these and then we'll go back to Emotiva. All right. We got Uruguay, Boston, Sydney. Doty, Michigan. About Wharfdale 12. All right. We can get started now. All right. So go over to here. I'm going to share my screen. We'll start with IEMA actually, because, well, I have it up. Anyway, links are in the description for most of these. Like the first 5, 6 of these that I talk about, they're already in the description. So you can pop down there. I just knocked over all my extra wallets. Which, incidentally, this video is not sponsored by Extra Wallets. But Extra Wallets are pretty awesome. I love them. Anyway, IEMA. So they're actually running their bigger sale today versus Friday. So there is some noteworthy sales. IEMA AO7, $63. That's a great price, but that's kind of what it was on Friday. However, the IEMA A08 Pro was not $112, and I love this amp. I love it. It comes with a beefier power supply than the AO7, and it has a UV meter or VU meter, and it has tone controls and Bluetooth, but just like don't even worry about Bluetooth. It's fantastic. I've got it right here. I don't know if you can see it right here. I love it. And it's been kind of my de facto cheap comparison amp for all the more expensive stuff. So absolute steal at $112. T9 not on sale. D03. If you're looking for a soundbar replacement, this is a legitimate like $35 off. And even at 170, it was a good deal. At 127, it's a crazy deal. You're not going to be able to beef up or increase the power on this one, though, because it has a little bit of a different amp chip in it. But if you're looking for an all-in-one with a DAC and a sub out that's ugly as sin, ugly as a mud fence. Ugly as a mud fence. That's what my dad used to say. This is ugly as a mud fence, but man, oh man, does it sound good. And for $128 to get a DAC, USB DAC, coaxial, optical, it's pretty outstanding. And it sounds so good. So if you can get over the looks, I would highly recommend the D03 if you're looking for an all-in-one solution. All right. See what else they have. IEMA DAC headphone amp. I don't have any experience with this one, but all right. Now, here's another really good one. And I did connect, or I did link the Fozzy stuff in there. So we got kind of a Fozzy and IEMA are kind of fighting it out because now Fozzy got into the 3255 amp chip amps. So this is kind of like their version of the A07, but they're undercutting them a little bit. So for $60, and you can also upgrade the power supply on this one as well. For $60, you can get one of these with tone controls. No Bluetooth, which is good because generally it doesn't sound great anyway. But $60. All right. Let's get back to the comments. Back to the comments. All right. Woo boy. We got a few here. 310 people. All right. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. It helps it out. It helps us out. And when I say we, I mean me. There's no we. AO7, $63. Good morning, Masher. I'll grab my coffee. I'm ready. Fantastic. I should have brought a thermos. I'm going to be running low here. Stephen Mayo. Big Canoe, Georgia. Help. What's the best Cyber Monday deal for a headphone amp? Let's check it. Trying to think. So I know Gishelli Labs, I think they're running a deal on the Arcle. Record Doctor. I actually linked this one. Record Doctor is $250. And this thing actually, if you're into vinyl, it works. I've got one and it works great. It cleaned up a really bad record I had and made it sound a lot better. Shelly.com. Back orders. I don't think they have a Cyber Monday. They were selling the Arcle 2.5. I think they had a deal going on that one. All right, so let's look up headphone amps here and see what folks have going. Headphone amps. I don't see any. Get the magnet. That's not on sale though. Let's see. I'm not seeing any. Let's check out Topping. They have some good headphone amps. Topping headphone amp. Okay, here we go. Topping's actually been running some fairly decent sales. You have the L30, $126. So that's $25 off. Sennheiser 560S. A lot of my patrons have picked this one up. Let's see. DX3 Pro, $169. That's not a bad deal. I thought it was already that price. Like I didn't think it was on sale. A30 Pro. That is $250. Topping DX3. Yeah. So you can consider some of those. I mean, they're okay. I mean, I'm a bigger fan of Gishelli Labs, and then I also liked I like the new Niche. I don't know if they're in stock anymore. Let's look them up. I really like their new one. It's kind of a take on the Magni. Niche sound. Magni Piety. And I really like this one. Sold out. Never mind. Sorry. I don't think they lasted long. I think they lasted a couple of days. I think Apos may have some. Let's check it out. Apos audio. Sorry, I've got my camera in front of this other neat. How do you spell niche? Is that it? There we go. I got my camera in front of this other monitor. Sold out. All right, never mind. You cannot get the niche headphone amp anymore. All right. Let's go back to Amazon. We'll check out some SMSL. Why don't we look at X Duo? They have some cool ones. X Duo MT 602. I like this one. All right, $99. Not too shabby. $99. It's kind of always been $99, but I guess it went up in price and it's come back down. So I like X Duo stuff. All right, back here. Back. Did I miss any super chats? Okay, somebody asked about the Weem Pro. Any deals on the Weem Pro? I don't think the Weem Pro is even in stock yet. Let me check it. I know it was going to be any day that they were going to be in stock on Amazon. Weem Pro. And I would doubt that they would have any deals on it. But speaking of Weem, here we go. Clicky. They're still $80. $80. $80, which is nuts. I mean, even the retail price of $100 is nuts. So 20% off, nuts. All right, back to some questions. My goodness. No MQA. $100 saved. All right, we got some strong opinions. Tommy says it's all crap, not worth owning. What is Tommy? Tommy's got some strong opinions. Cheap Amazon, man. Uh-oh. Do we have a heckler? Tommy, are you a heckler? Let's see. Tommy. Looking for more Tommy. Tommy has... All right, let's go down here. Tommy, are you there? I like hecklers. All right, it's all crap. You look like Matthew McConaughey there. Tommy, if that's you, if that's a real picture of you, you're a handsome devil. Tommy's a good-looking guy. What is it? What's the thing? Tinder? Swipe left or right? So I bet you get swiped the right way a lot of times. All right, Tommy, are you not going to talk? Tommy, can you hear me? Nice joke. Okay. All right, Tommy, feel free if you want to jump back in and heckle me some more. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding you and I don't know what is all crap about. All right. Do you play pinball? No, I got a VR headset though, and apparently there's some really cool pinball game on there. I've been playing. Speaking of which, VR headsets are on sale at Best Buy. Hence the reason why I even got one. I don't know if you're into VR gaming at all. Best Buy. I didn't put a link in there. I don't want to take a survey. No, thank you. No, thank you. I didn't put a link in there. There's some links to Best Buy on some of my other videos, though. Yeah. Meta Quest 2. Is it still going? Yeah, still going. So $350 for and you get 2 games. There you go. Beat Saber and Resident Evil. Well, I don't know. Like, so we went from pinball to VR. So my apologies. I don't know if anybody's even interested in it. All right. I'm bummed that Kef didn't have any sale at all on the LSX2. No, I think they may still be running their Q150 and here, let me open up another tab. Q150 and Q350. I think they still might be running that sale. So let me check. Crutchfield. Let's see. F. Yeah, they're still running it. Make sure. So CAF Q150, Q350, and then the Metas, LS50 Metas are on sale. I guess the R3. I would skip the Q150s are good. Q350s aren't as good, but they're still good. The the irony is I think the Q150 is actually the best sounding speaker to me out of all of them. Ships Ahoy, best $100 DAC. That's tough now because a lot of them have gone uber digital sounding, and they're using the new AKM 4493S chip, and none of them sound good to me. They sound super harsh, more harsh than older AKM DACs. So, I think the topping E50 was on sale, and that's not $100, but it is a very good DAC. And top. How about topping E50? So this is $50 off, and I know it's not $100; it's $200, but this is actually a really good DAC at a really good price. So, yeah, I'm sorry. The Modi 3 is pretty good, but there's not any really good sounding. DX3 Pro is pretty good, but yeah. Ooh, how about powered speakers for my son? I'm not the greatest at powered speakers because I've never heard any that are really, really awesome. The U-turn powered speaker sounds really good. It's pretty expensive though. Then there was this one, it was kind of an off brand Chinese brand, and I don't remember the name of it. It was okay. It was okay. Drop has an X Duo XA10 DAC amp for $239. Have you ever tried that model? I haven't. Dual AKM chips with 4-watt balanced output at 32 ohms. Oh, that doesn't sound like a bad deal. Let's go over to Drop. My affiliates with Drop haven't been working. Oh, Vanatu. Yeah, that's a good point. Here we go. Vanatu. Whoop. Sorry, I missed it. Vanatu. Powered speakers are excellent. Yes, they are. I have a review. I believe it's the Encore, something along those lines. So that's a very good powered speaker. It's expensive though. It's $600 too. So I don't know what your budget is for your son. Jerry Mancini. I should send you one. Which ones are you talking about? Jerry. Oh, Q150 sound better with the Rotel A11, A12, or the SVS Wireless Pro sound base? Huh. Good question. Actually, I think the Sound Wireless Pro sound base. The A11 is really good. It's very, very clean though. You know what? The CAF Q150s actually have a bit of warmth to them. I think it'd sound good with either of them. I think SVS is probably going to sound the most filled out though. Edifier speakers are decent for the price. Yeah, I have or had a pair. I gave them to a buddy because I had them at work. So I gave them to my buddy when I quit to do YouTube full time. I had these, the R1700 BTS, which don't appear to be on sale. If you're getting powered speakers, though, I would suggest that you get one that has a sub out because most of these things are pretty thin when it comes to the bass. So the only experience I have is with these, and it doesn't look like you can get them anymore. Oh, right here. Good, great. Oh, that's BT. So that's not even the BTS version. So that you can't even hook up a subwoofer. Jeez, they've gone up, man. They've gone up in price. All right. I miss any super chats? No super chats. All right. We have 411 people on. Holy cow. Very nice. All right. I'm going to try to get as many comments as I can. Have I tried Focal Cora? I have not. I have not tried them. I may have listened to those in a um dealership in a shop before. They were good, but then I immediately heard oh, these are going to be Ford. And so that's the kind of they sound awesome initially syndrome. So if they sound awesome initially, chances are in about 2 hours they're not going to sound awesome anymore. They're going to sound a little bit intense. So yeah. But like the 806 I think is in my price range. But plus like Focal doesn't know I exist. Like if I wanted to get some Focal speakers, I wouldn't even know where to begin. And they certainly have not reached out to me. Medium low powered headphone amp. This is Chris Studebaker, everybody. One of my good friends. The DAC is pretty good. Shelly is still way better at 250. Yeah, I agree. Focals need warmer amps. I would agree with that. From what I heard, because they had it on one of those name streaming things, which I think was Class D, and I don't think they're doing themselves any favors by having it on that. Hey, cheap! I'm on the way for home theater. I like Klipsch. How about the R820F, R51M, R52C? And for my main, I say Marantz SR5015. What are your thoughts? Sorry for my English. No apologies necessary, my friend. I think that's a good setup. I'm not familiar with the SR5015, but if it has any of the functionality of my NR1711, you can cover up a lot of sins in speakers with their EQ. So you can EQ those. I am familiar with the R51M and the R52C. For me, I had to scoop out the mid range a little bit on the EQ. So really starting about 500 to 1,000. So I dipped 1,000 about 4 dB, and then I dipped 2,000 about 3 dB. So 500, I kind of scooped all that part out to get back up to flat, and they sounded great. They could sound great to you like automatically, but they were a little bit intense for me personally. They were 570s, 580s, 590s at their sale price point are best experienced streamers I've listened to at their tier levels. $600 for 580s is wild. I don't know what the 580s is. Never heard that. Wheezin' the Juice. Oh, hey, that's from Encino Man. That's an Encino Man reference. Pauly Shore. Why that's taking up space in my brain, I have no idea. But Wheezin' the Juice is an Encino Man reference. I don't know if you've seen Encino Man. It's got the guy from The Mummy in it, and he's a caveman that got frozen and then unfrozen. And then he goes to high school. All sorts of cool stuff. That movie's great. Corn Nuts. Love that. JBL. Oh, JBL 580. Yeah. Are they on sale? They're like perpetually on sale though now. Let's go. JBL. Yeah, let's go to official. Here, this is the funny thing about JBL's website. Like you can tell how much they care about you can tell how much JBL cares about passive speakers now. So like look at their website, you go to their website and it's okay, I get it. Yep. They sell a lot of Bluetooth stuff, Bluetooth speakers, okay, gaming headsets. And then so you go up to here speakers and then check it out. Like you go to speakers and it's all Bluetooth stuff. So then you have to go to home audio and then you have to kind of dig through home audio, sound bars, loudspeakers. So you have to come all the way. So it's like 3 clicks to even get into their speakers. I cannot believe they're charging $250 for the A120s. Okay, so here's the big deals, right? Or the studios. So you have $299, so $600 a pair. Where is the 570? They're coming in. That's not a very big sale. A130 is $300. That's ridiculous. Don't ever spend more than $200 on the A130s. It's a good speaker, but it's not a $300 speaker. 530s, $239 for a pair. So this isn't a bad deal, but the $600 like list price is fictitious. Like nobody should pay that. So, hey, Vinyl Joe 199. Thank you, my friend, very much for supporting the channel. Blue Sound Node versus Weem Pro. Weem Pro. Unless you need a sub out. So there is some functionality with the Blue Sound. You can get a sub out, and then you can also put a high pass filter, which is very useful. But if you're an Amazon Music user, you can also consider the Amazon link, and it should be on sale for $160. Yes, it is. Okay. So $160 if you're an Amazon user. Now, you can use Tidal, and you can use Amazon Music, but it's through voice commands, and it's a little bit wonky. But if you're an Amazon Music user, this also has a subwoofer out. This also has high pass filters, and it has not only bass and treble controls, but also mid-range controls too. So there's a lot to like if you're an Amazon Music aficionado, or if that's the streaming of your choice. Has anyone heard the Q acoustic speakers? Yes, a lot of them. The Concept 30s, the 3020, 3020i, 3030i, and then one of their powered speakers, the M20. Any chance to get the C3 Plus in review? Is that the giant one? It's absolutely enormous, if that's the one I'm thinking of. It's the size of... Anyway, here's the big deals on Emotiva. This right here. 222. So good. And I think there's some way to get it down to 200, I think, with a coupon code or something. I'm not sure, but let's back out of here. This is not loading correctly. All right. Let's back out of here and see if this C3 Plus. Okay, there's some subwoofer deals. T0s are on sale. PT1 is $400. Oh, that's a good price, I think. Maybe I was thinking the TA one. Still $400 for that. It's not bad. All right, speakers. Excuse me. C2, C3, yeah, or C2, yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Any chance you get a C3 in review? I could potentially, but like I have no idea where I'd put it. I do have room on my console, but it would take up my entire console. That thing. I'm sure they would send me one if I asked for it. Oh, hold on, Chris. Winter 10 is the way to get the B1 Plus to $200. Winter 10. So that is the promo code to get it down. All right, we got some super chats. When Weem Pro in Europe just bought Mini in sale, I'm not sure. I know they are trying to get stuff out like now, so I'm not sure when it's going to be. Speaking of nodes, have you tried the current power node? If so, what are your thoughts? I have not. The reason I haven't on the power node is because it doesn't have preamp outs. So I would want the option, if I was getting the power node, that if I ever wanted to add another amplifier, I could. But as it is, it's legit all-in-one speaker and streamer. And I don't like that, because even the SVS Soundbase 1 and 2 second generation have preamp outs. So if you ever get to the point where you're like, hey, I want, an external amplifier, I can. So I just I've had a chance to listen to that and get it in, but I've never taken it because it doesn't have preamp outs. So that it wouldn't work for me personally. And there's options from, let's go to, well, there's options from Amazon right here for $220 for a streaming amp. And then if you're not in Amazon Music, you can look at their Arylic offerings. Streaming amplifier. Well, heck, there's a Sonos amp, but new Sonos wireless. Here it is. This is what I'm talking about. Arylic. There's another one. Anyway, these are pretty cheap too. Now, they don't have the interface like the Blue Sound does, but they're a heck of a lot cheaper. And heck, I think even these have. No, this doesn't have a preamp out. The speaker connection is a little bit wonky. So it's like a Phoenix connector type of a deal. All right. Let's go back to some questions. All right. Did I miss any super chats? Oh, SVS has some sales going too. All right, let's check that out. SVS. Did not link those. Cyber Monday. Limited supplies. Shop now. Let's see what they have. Oh, yeah. What they do is they put their outlet stuff on sale, which is pretty cool. PB1000 outlet. I got some micros in here. So they got some subs going on. All right. Prime bookshelf. Piano gloss. So yeah, they've got some good stuff. Ooh, I've got these in right now. These Pinnacle Towers, Prime Pinnacles. Actually, I think I'm going to start filming that today. So they have the first generation sound bass for 400. So yeah, SVS has some stuff going on. All right. All right. Hi, is the 121 SW Klipsch subwoofer for $300 a good deal? They just ran a special on one of the subwoofers. Let's see. And I have one and I like it a lot. Klipsch 121 SW. Let's see. Yeah, it's probably not a bad deal. But you gotta understand, like Klipsch and Kef do kind of the same thing, to where they will put stuff on sale and say hey, this is a $600 subwoofer. But really, it's not a $600 subwoofer. It's really a $300 subwoofer, and they just trick people into paying. So this is similar to mine. Mine's front ported, and this one's rear ported. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad sub. Let's see what Emotiva has at that price point. I'll tell you what, the one that I have is marked down to $500, and that thing rocks the house. Let's go Emotiva subwoofers. All right, SE12. If you can swing the SE12, that's the way I would go. It's got a passive radiator and some high pass functionality. It's got more. Oh, and it's got adjustable. Does it have adjustable phase? I don't know if it is adjustable phase or no. Phase is just a switch. Um, I would go with this one personally if you could swing the $100. But like if if that one's anything like the one that I have, it's gonna go boom boom. So it's gonna be pretty good. All right. Yeah, prime elevation, not on sale. Usually that's kind of what they do is like if they're doing a sale, they do it on their outlet stuff. So yeah. Thanks for the tip. Airmotive B1 Plus pair bookshelf loudspeakers, winner 10, 199.80. Such a good deal. That's the best $200 speaker you can get, bar none. Now, you may not like the sound signature, which is fine, but for me and my usage, I mean, even like if you look at the Stage A130, which I have, actually, you can almost see it. It was out of focus there. So my Stage A130 is right there. That's a $200 speaker that sometimes goes down to like 150 or so. Like I would much rather have the B1 Plus than any of those speakers back there. Um, maybe a few exceptions. I want this. I got the 10-inch version, cheapest price this holiday season. Very cool. Nebraska representing. What up? Go Big Red. Do you know anything about the Definitive Technology Powerfield 15 subwoofer? I don't. I don't like no Def Tech stuff at all because I think it's overpriced. It's got aluminum tweeters on most of their stuff, and it's just not. They just don't sound good. Now, with that said, I do have a pair of like I think Cinema something or others as my surrounds upstairs, but that's it. Matt Rule, baby. Matt Rule coming in to save everything. It's a shame about Scott Frost. I played against Scott Frost in high school twice in the playoffs. Um, yeah, I won't disparage a guy when he's down there. Thank you so much, man. $20 is awesome. I may be going to Nebraska in January. I'm pretty sure I'm going in January. John Block says, "Go Big Red." Ben Gleason, $1. Thank you, Ben. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, SSCS 5s. Yeah, that's on sale too. Here's the problem. Like, I think this price is the new low price. And I'm not arrogant enough to say that I've had anything to do with this, but it's if you look at this speaker, it's gone from in years past being $70 usually during this time to then $90 and now I think 123 may be the lowest that this speaker goes anymore. And at $123, it's still a heck of a deal. But when one considers that, hey, if I can scrape up 75 or 77 more dollars and I can get the B1 Plus, it's kind of a no-brainer for me. But 123 is still a very good price for these speakers, and I like them. And I think they sound great out of the box. One of my patrons makes a crossover mod, little bit challenging. Not a lot of real estate in there, but you can make them sound good, even better. I mean, they sound great to begin with, but you can make them sound even better. Or you can just go buy an EQ and mess around with that a little bit. I think I saw another super chat in here. Here we go. David Rich, have you looked at the IEMA T9 Pro yet? No, I haven't. They may be sending me one. I don't know. I forget. I think I think like something about the T9 Pro didn't resonate with me. Where's Amazon? Here we go. I'm on Amazon. Whoops. Come on. IEMA T9. I like this one. I like the 808 Pro a lot. T9, DF3, 807, DAC 2, A300. This is not a bad deal either. The problem is, or the problem that I see is it's got an internal power supply, so you can't really juice it up. Um, and the tone controls are a little wonky. It's balanced though, and I think it uses the 3255. No, it does not. NE 5532. So I think they've changed that. So that's a pass for me. A08. This is a pass for me too. If I would get this, and it's on sale. So 111, crazy deal for the A08 Pro. I don't see the T9 Pro. Is this it? No, that's the T10. Yep. Anyway, I don't see it. This is kind of cool looking. Anyway, all right. Back to the comments. APOS has a lot of stuff on sale. You're looking for topping, SMSL, etc. They do. Yep, they do. You're definitely responsible for the Sony price hike. I can't imagine that that's true, but I mean, there has been a lot of Sonys bought through my affiliate links, but I can't imagine that somebody over at Sony is like, "Oh, hey, we can jack these prices up," unless it's just like an automated algorithm that Amazon has that looks at historic sales and then starts to see an increase in sales, and they may have some algorithm that just automatically increases the price. So maybe, I don't know if I have that much stroke. 2 quid. No, wait a minute. No, I think that's pounds, right? Yeah, that's not euros. And you call a pound a quid too, right? Anyway, is a KEF LS50 Meta worth the money to 3020i or 3030i? Well, so there's big sonic difference. Actually, the funny thing is though, I think the 3020i is the most balanced speaker out of all three of those. Sorry. Here's the short answer to your question. No, it's not. It's not. I just had a buddy, one of my patrons, just bought a pair because they were on sale, and he got them, and he's like, "Nope, no bass, too forward." So no, in my opinion, other people love that speaker. If you're after a very forward kind of speaker, it's built like a tank. There's probably zero resonance in that speaker. If you listen to maybe a lot of singer-songwriter stuff, maybe jazz, even rock and roll, if you have a subwoofer and you like that forward lean. The problem is you would have to budget for a sub if you don't already have one to get what I would consider to be probably a full decent response. Now the 3030i's are bass cannons. In a larger room though, 3030i's could be fun. I don't think they're linear. Like the 3020 is pretty linear. The 3030 is really, it's got some junk in the trunk. Red 5 checking in, Randy. Just want to say thanks for the live stream. Really enjoy your content. Thank you, my friend. R3D53. Thank you so much, man. It's very, very generous. Very kind of you. All right. Let's go down right here in the middle. I pulled the trigger on the T9 Pro on Friday and should be here tomorrow. Ah, cool. Do you know? I can't find it. Where did you get it from, Jose? Here, let's just search it. IEMA T9 Pro. AliExpress, baby. Let's see. Man, I just hate the way their website looks. I'm not too keen on how this thing looks either, man. All right, let's see. 100 watts times 2, blah, blah, blah. I want to know what type of amp chip it uses. No, there's the AOA. 3250. I think that might be the same one. Yeah. I mean, I don't love the way it looks, but I'd still, what is it, 118 bucks? Yeah, maybe. I'll give it a try. I'm sure they'll send it to me. I don't love this, but it's almost so ugly that it's kind of like charming. So, whatever. You can literally furnish your house at Costco and shamelessly return it all years later. Huh. I haven't been to Costco for a while. Every time I would get a Costco thing, and then I would go shop at Costco, and then like I would go back to Costco, and they would be like, "Your membership has lapsed," and I'd be like, "Has it been a year?" So I would end up going to Costco once a year because I don't like a ton of people, and like their checkout lines, I don't like it. There's just too much going on and too many people. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable at Costco. Costco makes me anxious, but I guess you can get a good deals on there. Sprung Nickel, $5. Thank you, Randy. Hi, Randy. Wing Pro is the first good replacement for Chromecast audio and streaming YouTube music in a Connect style similar to Spotify. That's cool. You know what's cool about you can actually kind of do an Amazon like handoff, which in previous years you couldn't do that with a non-Amazon product. So it had to be like the link or something. So I'm super excited. I have two. There's one right there, one right there. But this is going to be permanent here. This one's probably going upstairs. Yeah. Panda King, no sub, plus sat on a desk. Have 220i and one upgrade. Were you asking about the LS50s? Sorry. Sorry. I don't always. Okay, so you got Snoopy, Sprung Nickel. Where's Snoopy at? I'm trying to find your previous comment. So if I know you're talking about the LS50s. 518 people. Holy cow. Can you hit the like button, please? I have a 220i. I want to upgrade. You can also look at so you can get Wharfdale uber cheap over there. I look at some Wharfdale. I look at the Wharfdale Diamond 12.2s. And heck, maybe even the Evo 4.1s. Although the Evo 4.1s in the near field don't soundstage very well. They need you need to be a little further back with the 4.1s to get them to soundstage and image really well. But the 12.2s or the 12.1s, probably pretty good, man. I like the Wharfdale sound a little bit better than the Q sound. So yeah. Oh, worried about resonance through a desk plus small office. You can get some. I can't do it because my speakers are on top of them. You can get some like isolating things. So I have the ISO acoustics. They're a little bit expensive, but there's other products out there that do the same thing. You just set it on top of it and it cuts down on some of that resonance and vibration. Caf LS50 looks sexy as hell. They do look cool. They look really cool. Get the Q150, man. That's cool and it's cheap. I like the sound of it. Hey, Randy, mine hold. Really like your cam interconnect cable. Thank you. Any more available? If not, who is the manufacturer? Well, thank you. There is more available. One. I kept one for myself. The manufacturer is Snake Oil Cables. I'm not making that up. They're out of California. They do cables for Skit Audio. And great group of guys. Like one guy, he's a younger guy. He has got all the equipment. He and another guy work on it together. He actually works at a very, I don't want to give things away. He works at a cool place that sends things into space. Anyway, so like Snake Oil Cables is kind of his side gig, which apparently everybody in California needs a side gig. But yeah, Snake Oil Cables. I think you can probably buy them for what you paid me or a little bit cheaper because, you know, I had to make some money on them. But yeah, you can get the exact same cable pretty much from him without my logo. Snake Oil Cables. Here, I'll link them. Their website's pretty kind of bare bones, but that's cool. Snake Oil Sound. So these are the ones. And then I think I was selling 3-footers. I think mine might have had something different, but these are pretty much it. 3 foot, 5 foot, $30. So there you go. Snake Oil Sound. Right. Copy. So they won't say cam on them. I don't know. Maybe you can talk them into putting cam on them, but they won't say cam on them. But it's the same cable. All right. Eric, you $10. Thank you, Eric. Thanks for the killer channel. I'm using Cambridge AXR 100 with SVS Prime bookshelves and SB 1000 Pro. Any reason to get an external DAC? I'm listening. My listening is either vinyl or streaming via Wing. Yes, I would. Most of the time, the internal DACs in product, and that's a good product. I'm not saying it's not, but you're going to hear a pretty decent improvement. So I would look at the Gishelli Labs J2 because I'm sure that I think the AXR 100 has its own remote control, right? So I would look at the J2 would be my first choice. The E50 might be my second choice. The Skit Magni would probably be my third choice. All right. Cambridge Audio AXR 100. Yeah, I'm sure it has a remote, right? And then if you want to keep it all in the family, you can get the DAC Magic. But the thing about the DAC Magic is it's so $600. Your chances are the DAC in here is probably, along the lines of a sub $100 DAC, maybe even less. 100 watts, 4 ohm, remote control included. Okay, so yeah, I would look at the J2 if you can swing it and you're in the US. I think the AKM version sounds a little bit better. I can't say that. I think the AKM version has a little bit more authoritative bass on the bottom end. I like it. That's like my new reference DAC is a Gishelli Labs J2 AKM version. So absolutely. Lamar Evans, $5. Is Yamaha AS501 plus J2 better than the Yamaha AS801 alone? That's a good question. The 801 they're going to claim has some internal improvements, maybe has a bit more power. I have the 301. So I'm touching the AS301 right now. If it were me, I would be getting the lower tiered integrated and adding then my own product. So if it were me, I'd probably not be getting an integrated amp, but Yamaha, great amp. I think it's a little bit thin in the flat non usage of the loudness control, but I was able to dial the 301 in to be able to sound pretty darn good. 501 is a good value of what you get. I think the J2 is going to be a big step up for you from a sonic perspective. So, yes. Lamar. Thank you so much, Lamar, too. Zach Jones, $5. Thank you so much, my friend. That really helps out. Support the channel. AXR does have remote. Okay, cool. Yeah. Jose Cintron, $1. Thank you, Jose. Craig Kohler, $10. Thank you so much. Isn't another Nebraska guy? Thanks, Randy, for all the great info. One Me DS600 audio DAC for $169 on Amazon. I don't think I've heard that one. One Me DS600. Where is my Amazon? Here we go. All right. We're just going to type in DS600 DAC. Oh, sure enough, One Me. Okay, this looks like a D50S clone. So the topping D50 came out before these came out, and what they did is they slapped a headphone little deal in there. Yep, it's a Sabre too. Yeah, so this is kind of like a clone of the D50S with a headphone in there. It's not bad at all. Really small form factor, tiny screen. I mean, the screen is laughably small. And here's this $500 price, not remotely true. I think this, if anything, this thing used to sell for less than $169. So I think there's some trickeration here. I think this has also been branded under, I wish John Shepler was in here. I think this has also been branded under FX Audio as well. I think FX Audio was the first company to kind of clone the D50S. See, if you look at this, so what FX Audio is doing is they're kind of cloning a top. This is a topping. So this looks like a topping clone. So they may be out of the same building as topping, and then they just started their own brand. And they're kind of using topping's older stuff. Wish I could find that one. One Me. Anyway, it looked identical to this. So I think it's trickling down. I think 160, 170 is probably fair for that. I would give it a hard listen though. And then return it. Let's see what kind of ratings it has. This one has really good ratings. DAC XX. I was talking to Zeos at Capital Audio Fest. Yeah, this has got a DAC in it. I want to check this one out, man. $50. Got a lot of good ratings. Anyway, yeah, it's probably just another rebrand of the FX Audio, and I think that one got pretty decent ratings. Let's look up let's look up how many. Let's look up its rate. Okay, so 111 ratings. Good, good, great DAC, robust sound quality. It's got a good chip. Fading away. I've been using this DAC on my sound bench. FUTs and then 24/7. The year worked nicely with everything. The sound quality is better than I was expecting, but forgot the idea of using a headphone amp. It's not up to the task. 1 year in, the display is almost faded completely to black. Well, does that really matter? Because you can't read it anyway. There was one of the reasons I closed to think to see anyway. All right. I'm telling you that the display on this is comically small. Yeah. It's okay. It's got a good DAC chip in it, and these guys, the Chinese guys, just kind of cut and paste the analog output stage. So it's a good DAC. So yeah, a lot of time spent on that, but it's kind of cool to hear like the history. So it looks like the lav audio. I wonder what it says. 1 me anyway. It looks like lav audio is the new FX audio. So lav audio is to FX audio what FX audio is to topping. That makes sense. Zach Jones, $5. Didn't you give something earlier, Zach? Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Randy. Matthew Hilty, thank you so much. You inspired me to buy the turntable of my dreams, a Project X8 with a HANA SH cart with your Metallica turntable vid. Awesome. It sounds great. I realized I wasn't getting any younger. Yeah. I don't encourage anybody to go into financial hardship for hi-fi gear, but like you can't take it with you, right? If your responsibilities are taken care of, everybody's fed, kids college fund, enjoy it, enjoy life, buy something, and then get it with some type of return policy, and then return it if you don't like it. So awesome, Matthew. I'm glad to hear it, and thank you so much for supporting the channel, my friend. Jeff Locke, $9.99. Hey, Randy, great channel. Thank you. Any bookshelves for detail, imaging, soundstage, and clarity better than the SVS at 400? Does Sith Audio have anything in that range? No, unfortunately, Sith Audio does not. I like Emotiva B1 Plus. I think the Prime bookshelves hit harder. Prime bookshelves have a aluminum dome tweeter, though. So there is a flavor to the aluminum dome tweeter, just as there is a flavor with the Emotiva AMT. I personally like the flavor of the AMT. However, the Prime at $600, so I'm assuming that's the sale price. So you can get two SVS Prime on a deal. So they're both good speakers. They're both great speakers. And I think the SVS Prime bookshelf is way better than the Klipsch RP500M. I don't know, man. It's up to you. You can get the B2 Plus for 500. And I'm not saying I am right. I'm not saying All right. Sorry about that. Internet went down. So I'm gonna have to call this one a day. Uh because I'm having really bad internet issues. So I appreciate y'all. I thank you for all the super chats. I hope you have a great day. You mentioned at your AO7 review you're going to try and figure out getting more power. Did you ever figure it out? 48 volt, a worthy upgrade. They do sell a 48 volt. I had some noise issues with mine, so you can check it out and see. I think they may have pulled that though, and they're not selling it anymore. Um, Come on. All right, new sub. Love your channel. Thank you, Forbidden Q. Best setup to pair with my ELAC Unified Debut UB52's Music Gaming Fire Stick. After 420 for speakers, trying to keep it under 1K. Oh, okay. You can, if you're 2-channel, I would look at the TA1 from Emotiva. It's about $500. If you're looking for a home theater, I would look at some of the 5-channel stuff of like $500 or above from Denon or Marantz. But hey, before this crashes, I'm going to tell you all a big thank you. I appreciate y'all. Sorry that it froze up, having some internet issues. So I hope you have a great day. Okay. And check out some of these deals because I think tomorrow they're going to be over. So thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. 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 Bye.